While attention has been given elsewhere in the WHL, heads are now turning towards Medicine Hat. They're the league's hottest team, and the Tigers are now leading the pack and aim to keep rolling at home. Coming to visit are the Prince Albert Raiders, who felt the Tigers' mighty bite last week. The struggling green and gold are desperate for a win and look to stop the slump tonight. It's the Raiders and Tigers, next on Shaw.
Here's Coleman with speed, has a step on Quenneville. Runs into Kirichenko, picks his pocket. Wants Butcher, and Butcher avoids a hit, can't clear it. And Kirichenko, who has 21 points already, to Quenneville, and a lead pass for Fischer. Butcher going to the net, he scores! Chad Butcher and the Tigers strike first.
When you talk about offense and then you talk about pretty offense, watch this pass as Zach Fischer comes in. He's got 6 assists on the year. He looks like he's a setup man as he sauces this pass in, and it starts from the D zone. Medicine Hat has been clean and organized all night long, but look at this saucer pass. This puck's in the air. Butcher taps it out of the air, hand-eye coordination, and he's got a defender draped on his back like a cape. This is an unbelievable pass and even better finish by Butcher. Hat up, 1-0.
Paivarinta sends it in deep, and here comes Rassell with Hamblin joining him. Hamblin heading to the net. Rassell a shot turned aside by Scott. Wow, this is end-to-end. Stransky, toe drag. What a stop by Schneider after a wonderful move by the Raiders' top point getter, Simon Stransky.
Wow. I just about jumped out of my shoes when he pulled that D-man out of his skates. Look at this. Unbelievable toe drag. Wow, is that a talented? Not many guys can pull that off. 9 points in his first 5 games to start the season. He hasn't had any in his last 3. Hard to believe with plays like that.
Stransky.
Rated an A player last year. He had 28 points in his first 23 games. Ended up not getting drafted, and I know that he's addressing his play away from the puck.
Butcher scores! Zach Fischer! Tic-tac-toe! 2-0 Tigers.
Well, I'm waiting to hear someone yell car, because that looks like street hockey to me. Those boys are having fun, aren't they?
They are.
Back and forth, and these guys have got some chemistry. And how good is Zach Fischer? Boy, this is a guy that had 2 points in his first 23 games last year. Now he's second on the team in scoring. Look at that pass from Butcher on the off wing. Zach Fischer lets it go for his 17th of the year. What a beauty play by those two.
Warkentine waiting. His brother Miles used to play in the league. Fonstad, he scores! Cole Fonstad drills it. And the Raiders are right back in it.
Well, first thing that interests me is after you get scored against the bump-up shift, the next shift is a big one for your team, and Habscheid elects to go with his 16-year-olds. And Fonstad, who we talked about, who has 4 points in his last 4 games coming into tonight. There's the reverse to the D-man. That was Morrison who leaves it in great puck possession. Miller on the wall to Fonstad. There's Warkentine down low, and then Fonstad in the slot. He steps into it and absolutely buries it. What a huge goal.
Quenneville back after the puck with Kirichenko. Slides loose to Stransky, who runs in to Shaw. And it's cleared, and Dalstrom's out of the box with a break. Dalstrom, he scores! Some kind of move by Dalstrom.
Well, it just almost doesn't seem right, because the game is fair most of the time, and Prince Albert has been dictating a lot of the play here. At least they've been going back and forth, and this is just a fortunate bounce in my mind for Medicine Hat. Dalstrom jumps out of the penalty box, and what a great time to come out as he springs himself on a breakaway, and he goes to the backhand, to the forehand, and wow, does he show span with this play. Look at this. He reaches that's about a 10-foot span. That's a tough one for Scott to stop, and that puts Medicine Hat up 3-1.
World-class finish by the 19-year-old from Sweden, Dahlstrom, for his 13th and his second in as many games. He scored in the win in Saskatoon on Saturday night. Owre on the step from Fischer. And tips it by Scott. And another multi-point night for the pride of Rockland, California.
Well, Owre only 49 games played last year. He had some injury problems. He had 47 points, and what a season he's having here. He gets his 7th of the year and 32nd point, or pardon me, now 33rd. But look at the forecheck. Fischer takes advantage of a loose puck and tight Owre for the tap in, and that makes it a 3-goal lead for Medicine Hat here with just under 11 minutes left.
A little offensive swagger for the team in black. They make plays.
Do they ever? And this is the thing that good teams do, is they just get better and better. You can't say that Medicine Hat has had a polished game, but they've certainly got better as the game has gone on, and for whatever deficiencies they may have had tonight in the defensive zone, at times teams like this, they can outscore and score their way out of problems in the defensive end. They've done that tonight.
10 in a row for the team that plays out of the Gas City. And all season long, they haven't taken their foot off of it.
A special team. We saw a lot of good things from both colors of the jerseys tonight, but if you want to beat a team like Medicine Hat the way they've been playing this year, you have to play a fairly solid game. Medicine Hat not without blemishes defensively, but boy, can they score goals, and they did that here tonight with 4 of them.